What is good, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Foxy. Welcome back to the Fox's Den. Getting into another reaction. We're finally getting to My Hero. New episode 15 of season 6. So excited for this because now I think we're actually starting to transition and get in to the new core, or the second half of the season, if you will, because last episode was more of a recap. Got a couple new things, a couple more things were shed some light on that we didn't see before the big fight in the battle, I guess you will, and then just mainly just the aftermath and this like truly setting in like this really happened and the devastation was unreal, and also kind of showing some of the unease in like society now, because now they're starting to question like, wow, are these heroes like really out for us? Like, are they really here to protect us, or are they, you know, because it seems like they're hiding more than they really should be, or you know, it's starting to show that they maybe are not all they're out to be, because it was not a sure victory on either side. Each side had some losses, and usually it would be, like, oh, we're all good, no evil will stand a chance, and now it's starting to look like evil might stand a chance, you know what I'm saying? And Dabi exposing his father and his family, and having his speech and revealing all of that to the world, and really that country, Japan, everyone that's there. And it just really shows everybody's unease and how different things are, that All Might is not here anymore. He's not the number one hero anymore. He's officially retired. Like when he was here, it was a lot different. You could expect, nothing like this would ever happen if he was here, apparently. But even then, I think the destruction would still be pretty large scale, even if he was here. But then again, that's hard to say, because since the beginning of the show, he's already been at like a lower level than he was. Like, say if he was in his prime and this happened, I'm sure he would fucking mop the floor with everybody. But that's not the case. So it just really showed last episode how devastating everything really was. And the losses that the heroes took, which you would think they wouldn't take many losses, since the heroes they're the end all be all. You know what I'm saying? Those are the heroes. So that's why it's kind of it might be surprising, and that's why this unease in society is starting to come to fruition, and people are a little worried. So really, really crazy stuff to see. And the first half of the season was fucking amazing, so I'm very excited to get into the second half. And towards the end of the last episode, after all the recap and kind of the showing of the aftermath and whatnot, we saw where the League of Villains met up, and where they were kind of just chilling, and Shigaraki's body is still kind of under the consciousness of All for One. And he was talking to he's surrounded by the League of Villains, he's surrounded by the Nomus, and he basically says, "My Nomus, come liberate me." And he's talking about his real body in the prison that he's currently in. So, looks like shit ain't slowing down anytime soon. So I'm very excited to get into this and see where we go from here, and see if these Nomu, I guess, are actually able to pull this off. Because if this does happen, then it's fucking absolute craziness all over again. So we already had a crazy battle, but if you think that's over, that's just the beginning, bro. We got a lot more to get through, so I'm very excited to get into this. But without further ado, let's do it. If you guys enjoyed the reaction, please leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe if you're new. There's plenty more on the way. Let's get it. Episode 15, baby.
国民の安全を著しく脅かす、あるいは脅かした人物を厳重に禁錮し、監視下に置く施設であり、様々な個性の持ち主が収監されて。
This is like the most max security prison you could have in this universe. Because they all have quirks and shit, so this is like top notch security. I mean, look how All for One's been for ever since he's been locked up. This man's a souped. This dude is a menace. Oh no, it's so lit. I wonder what the League of Villains are gonna think about all this, because obviously, I mean, you could just tell by looking at Spinner right there. He's like, what the fuck is going on? New opening is a banger, very catchy. 8 p.m. So is this the same day? I'm assuming this is still like this is like the night of like after the battle. So like the heroes are still like recovering. They're fucked. You know what I'm saying? They would not. This is the perfect time to do this.
信楽頂上解放戦線のメンバー132人、ミッドナイト、マジェスティック、他にも大勢命を落とした者がいる。俺たちも現場に行っていれば。
They just pulling up. They just pulling up like some savages. Just walking up slow. What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Bro, they're already gone. They're dead, dude. Oh, never mind. Oh, they already got him, yep. Oh my god, and he's there with them? Oh, I forgot about this shit. So I'm saying, bro, I don't remember much after the first half of this, the season. I don't remember this shit too much. I just know they were gonna come here. I don't know the details of how, what goes on in here. Shit is gonna be so cool.
ただでさえ人権侵害だなんだとつつかれて参ってるんだ。最近はどこから漏れるかわからんぞ。気をつけろ。だが事実だ。
I mean,
奴らはただ人の形をしている。
a lot of these villains in here, do they really deserve human rights? I mean, come on, dude. All for one? I don't think he deserves human rights, bro.
俺たちとは根本的に違うものだ。
I don't think he gives any other people human rights or respects their human rights. Y'all are weak, bro. The heroes are down right now, dog. God damn. They got the bridge going down immediately. Like, nah, you can't get away from here. This dude all for one does not give a fuck. Oh my god, bro. Yep, see, I knew one had to at least be able to fly. And Shigaraki's still trying to gain control over his own body. Oh my god, dude, they are throwing everything that they have at these Nomus to try and stop them from fucking breaking in here. Oh my god, bro, nah. He's using search. He's using search to be able to find where he wants to go. Oh shit. There goes the HQ tower. Y'all are fucked. Oh, it's only one watchtower. Okay. Damn, they got him fucking deep, bro. This is like a modernized, like, Impel Down, I feel like. Because, like, Impel Down's like the same sort of prison where it keeps on going lower and lower underwater. Of course they got that motherfucker at the bottom, bro. There goes the EMP. That's gonna make all that shit immobile, right? Yeah, because it's all like AI and like they're all powered up. See, that's like the disadvantage of having so much security reliant on technology. Oh shit, is that where he's at? He used the EMP from in there too? Or is that just how far the EMP traveled? And these are he's letting other people, no, yeah, that's him. That's him, alright. This is when he was talking shit in season 3. Just taunting him, like, yeah, I'm not gonna get out, don't worry about it. Everything's different now that he has his consciousness within Shigaraki as well. Their minds and bodies are sort of connected in a way now. Yeah, good luck with that. You're telling me you're gonna take out All for One and Nomus with weaponry? Good fucking luck. Oh shit, that's fucking Muscle Dude! Yeah, there's a lot of fucking villains in here that might have the chance to escape. It's not just all for one. Oh shit, isn't that teeth dude? Oh my god, he got rid of the people in front of him too. He didn't give a fuck about the other prisoners. These are all like past League of Villains like people. Is that Stain? Don't hype me up. Oh, this bitch. This bitch is in the intro. In the opening. Oh my god, that's Overhaul. Holy shit. Both of them standing next to each other. Oh my god. He still has to have his like fucking life support. He has it strapped around him still. Bro, this is a complete, utter fucking defeat on the prison.
生体 ID でのみ作動する緊急用航空機でオール41は逃亡うち6カ所から多くの受刑者たちが放たれた
This has been 24 hours since the battle, and then now it's the next morning. That is insane.
じゃあもう壊そう。一旦全部。
死柄木が作る未来を見たいと、そう思ったんだ。がついていくのはお前じゃない。俺がついていくのは。
How do you not know by now? I mean, you guys were alongside him and All for One in the beginning. Holy fuck. Look at this man's, bro. His actual body. He's still got his life support on and everything. The Demon Lord has risen. Jesus. 2 days later after that now. Okay. Looks like we're gonna fucking actually get to everybody waking up and... Is he the first one to wake? Damn, Gran Torino. Bro, you should have known better. All for One knows everything, bro. He's gonna find out sooner or later. It's a crazy decision y'all made. I know you tried to do it with the best in mind, but goddamn, it created all these series events that led to now. It's crazy. Oh my god! Aizawa, bro, holy shit.
言うな山田。それより生徒たちは。
めちゃくちゃ人集まってんな。
Yeah, huge crowd waiting for answers. The media, like, oh fuck, here we go.
脱獄関係の事件。
Your son is a villain. We want our tax money back. These fucking people, dude. They are not happy. Yeah, as if Todoroki, like Shoto, didn't have enough fucking on his plate already, bro. He's literally in the middle of surgery and people want fucking answers. Like, oh my god, bro, sick. Bro, the amount of confusion and oh my god, I cannot imagine how they felt in the middle of that. Holy fuck. Just how like you were. See, that's crazy, bro. Shoto could have ended up just like Dabi if they never had this fight. And Deku like woke him up and made him realize this is your own power, bro.
それから
Oh, his mom's here? That might break his heart, dude. Oh my god, dude. That almost just made me cry on the spot. Holy fuck. Where's he headed to? Is he trying to get the Deku?
他のみんなも意識を取り戻したんだけど
Deku's the only one that's not awake.
緑谷だけ一向に起きる気配がないって
Real shit, bro. Like, god damn it. Don't you dare die on me, bro. Ah, and it ends right there, bro. I want more, dude. Fuck, man. I was enjoying that. Ah, fuck, bro. Fuck. I gotta wait another week. Well, not really a week. Couple more days since it's Tuesday. But fuck, man. I want more. That shit was so good. Alrighty, guys. What another amazing episode of My Hero. I'm so glad I finally got to watch this. I was busy over the weekend, so I wasn't able to get to it. But this is why I wanted to get to it now, bro. Because usually, you know, like the usual schedule, I'd upload Tokyo Revengers today. But I was like, nah, I'm already behind on My Hero and Blue Lock as well. So I'm going to do those first, like I usually do, even though we're already in the middle of the week. And I'm so glad I did because this episode was so good. Like I said, it's the first episode into basically the second half of the season. Or the second core, if you will, and it's already popping the fuck off. I mean, come on, bro. The first half of the season is amazing. It's this huge battle. You get right into it. It's action-packed the whole time. There's losses on both sides. There's information. There's all sorts of craziness going on. I mean, the first half of the season, the first core was definitely amazing. But if you thought that was it, you are sadly mistaken, my friend. There is plenty more to come, and I'm really glad we're at this point now because in this point in the show, I don't remember much. Of the fine details and whatnot. I knew we were going to get to the prison at some point, but I didn't know how quick we were going to get there. And pretty much right after the recap episode, I mean, we're fucking there. We literally see it happen in front of us this episode, and it's already been done. And I love the pacing of it and whatnot. So I knew it was coming, but I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to come and how fast they were going to display it. But I loved it. That shit was amazing. I mean, pretty much right after the battle, the night of after the battle, I mean, it is the perfect time to do it, right? Because the heroes are already fucked. They had an immeasurable amount of losses in terms of death, but also a lot of the main heroes that are currently in critical condition. Not critical condition, but they're currently recuperating and they're trying to heal, most of them. Midoriya is the only one that hasn't awakened yet. Same with Endeavor. It looks like he was in some sort of surgery in the middle of like the press and the media trying to get answers out front of the hospital. So there is really nobody in terms of the top heroes and the group that we just saw put their lives on the line to just put up a front and stand a chance against an attack on Tartarus. So it was the perfect opportunity to do that, and obviously All For One noticed that, and he's been anticipating this moment, it seems, for a while now. And that's where we saw at the end of the last episode, we get that scene again where it's like, come liberate me, my Nomus. And then we go over to Tartarus, we see some of these prison guards, and they're talking, and we see All For One himself, how he's been locked up, how he has been ever since he's been put in there a couple seasons ago. And he's literally he's strapped to a chair, like basically a straitjacket in a chair, guns pointed at him, cameras on him, in the middle of the room, not near a wall. Like, this dude is in the max security, fucking lockdown you could be in, and he still fucking gets out, which is crazy. His consciousness, both his regular body and then Tomura's, those two bodies and their minds are kind of linked now. So even Shigaraki was still trying to put up a fight a little bit in the middle of that attack, and All For One was just like, you need to rest, blah, blah, blah. And then Shigaraki's like, well, I thought you're saying I need to rest, so what is this? And, obviously All For One's like, oh, well, that can wait after the job is done. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get we need to get the Demon Lord out of fucking prison, bro. So obviously he uses the Nomus and attacks Tartarus, and they have a lot of good, crazy security measures. I mean, this is max security fucking prison for villains. Like, anybody that has quirks, this is where you're at, basically. We saw Stain in there, we saw Overhaul in there, we saw the purple haired girl who we see in the intro, so she comes into play somehow. We obviously All For One, a couple others. We saw the teeth dude from the League of Villains from season 3 in the training camp, which is also, we saw the muscle dude who was also a part of that attack, and they're all getting out basically. And the first attack that All For One, using Shigaraki's body, used to get himself out, and all those other villains that were in the same like area or prison that he was in, those motherfuckers got out. And then they just started wreaking havoc, and they were able to attack 6 other prisons and let more criminals out. So in a total of like 7 prisons on that fucking mainland, or not mainland, but like on that land of Tartarus, bro, mad villains got out, bro. There's a lot of villains that got out, and obviously All For One is the biggest one. So he's, you know, the Demon Lord has risen. He is where he wants to be. He's a free man again, and he has got some shit planned, I'm sure. And then obviously, you know, he's still got his life support like on him, like wrapped around him, that he took from the prison, because if he didn't have that, he'd just die, which is why he wears that mask all the time. But he doesn't have that right now. So I'm assuming, like, as he was talking to Spinner and the rest of the league, after they got done with the operation, he was like, okay, I hate to ask this of you guys, but I need to let my body rest. So, you know, take care of Shigaraki and let his body rest as well, but I need to get my body up to par as well. So I'm assuming he's gonna, you know, he probably has other hideouts and shit that nobody knows about. He can go get another one of those fucking masks, and then he's basically fucking good to go, bro. Fucking Demon Lord is here. This shit's crazy. And then Spinner was talking to Shigaraki right there, and it still kind of made me laugh. Like, he was like, just who are you? I'm like, how do you not know by now, bro? You guys were alongside Shigaraki while he was still under All For One from seasons 1 to 3. Like, you can't be completely oblivious, right? But I think it was more of just like a shock value. Like, he couldn't believe like this is actually happening. Like, he couldn't believe that All For One is the one actually talking through Shigaraki's body right now. I think there was more of a shock value, obviously, because that's why he keeps on questioning it, because like, how do you not know at this point, you know what I'm saying? So I think it was more of just shock value, and he's kind of like, just like, what the hell is going on? And he's making sure that All For One's interests are aligned with Shigaraki's, because Shigaraki's interests is what led Spinner to come here. Not Shigaraki's interest first, but he was inspired by Stain and then found Shigaraki and said that he would follow him. And then they were having this one point where they didn't really have a goal in mind. They didn't know what they were doing as a group, as a collective. They didn't have a cause. And then they finally get that, in a sense, once Spinner saw Shigaraki talk to Garuki, the doctor, when they first kind of reconnected, and before he fought Gigantomachia and had his training. And he said, I'm going to destroy everything. And when Spinner hears that, he's like, I could get behind that, because, you know, the mass majority of society in this world relies on heroes too much. They're kind of two-faced. And then a lot of the heroes that are heroes, they are just in it for the business, and they make a lot of money. Like, they're not genuine heroes, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything's a business at the end of the day. So obviously he wouldn't mind destroying all of that. And then also, you know, since he's a metahuman, he wouldn't mind destroying, you know, he wouldn't mind getting behind that cause that Shigaraki said about destroying everything, because that also includes all of the people who discriminate against metahumans and put them through so much unbelievable fucking bullshit. So obviously that's a cause that he can get behind. And that was the first time that he, you know, was like, okay, I can really follow Shigaraki. So he was making sure All For One was on the same page with Shigaraki, because it seems like the League doesn't really know right now. Like, that's why he's also kind of questioning, like, okay, you're not the one I decided to follow, so like, just who are you? And then that's where All For One like reassures him, like, don't worry, of course I'm right behind Shigaraki's ideals and, you know, his plans and whatnot. And, you know, once my body heals, he can have his body back and he can get the job done. He can do the work, because he's the leader now, right? You know, whatever. So obviously they're not clued in, I think, on how much control All For One has over Shigaraki, because we saw inside of like basically their consciousness, All For One's like levitating, and fucking Shigaraki's like tied up inside his mind, like his own consciousness. So it definitely shows that All For One is the one that's a little bit more in control. I mean, obviously, what do you expect if you go through all those experiments from Garuki, All For One's right-hand man, and literally implanting basically the quirks that All for One has into you. I mean, come on, dude. It just kind of makes sense. So we'll see where that continues to develop, and if they get back up on their feet, and what's All for One's next plan of action. Because now that they're out, I mean, shit, Shigaraki got away with the rest of his league members pretty much, besides Mr. Compress and Gigantomachia. All for One gets out, so All for One and Shigaraki are out. And then also, a shit ton of other criminals just escaped. So, like, we're at the all-time, like, lowest point in, like, hero society for Japan right now. That's why the media is so pressed about getting answers. They're like, what the fuck's going on? Like, how could you do this? Like, your son's a villain. Like, I want my tax money back, you motherfucker. Like, they're just going off the rails. But it's like, you guys, you don't understand that we tried our best. We literally lost lives fighting for y'all. Not only for y'all, but really for ourselves. Because, like, we had to do something. We knew their numbers were growing. We knew their cause was growing. They were going to do something eventually. So we hit first. Because we got enough information through Hawks, and that's Hawks did so much to create that operation, and his credit is being discredited by that little clip that Dabi got of him killing twice, which is like, bro, this is reality, bro. Like if you're in a situation like that in a battle that we were just in, I mean, you're going to have to take a life if it comes down to something like that, bro. Twice wasn't going to stand down, and Hawks did what he had to do. It's a sad reality. It really is. Like, taking a life. Like, it's crazy to think about. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, in a perfect world, I would not want to kill somebody, or you wouldn't want to kill somebody, or you wouldn't want to have unnecessary casualties and death, but that's too optimistic. That's not reality. So, it's crazy at the point that we're at, and the society is really starting to, like, get on the heroes' fucking necks. Like, okay, y'all didn't, from their perspective, even, because they're from the outside looking in, and they weren't on the battlefield, but they can just see all the losses that the heroes took, the information that's been fucking revealed by Dabi, about some of the corrupt and crooked shit, and then also him just being the son of the number one hero. Like, that's not a good look. And, like, bro, they're from the outside looking in, and they're putting a lot of pressure on them, even though they weren't really a part of the battle. So it's like, do you really have a say? But, like, they do, because it's the vast majority. And so, it's crazy to think about. But this shit, I mean, like I said, bro, this is where this season is where this shit gets real, bro. And I'm enjoying it thoroughly. That was fucking amazing, and it's only the first episode into the second half, so who knows? I mean, there's gonna be so much other shit that goes down until this season ends, and goddamn, who knows how long we're gonna have to wait for the 7th season, because this shit ain't nowhere near done, bro. We got a good amount left, and yeah, I hope it's not like a super long break. I would hope it's only like a year or so, because I could live with that, because there's so much other great shit to watch coming up in this year. So I'm gonna have my time occupied, but you can't get enough of this, man. My Hero is so good. I love that episode. Showed the absolute devastating reality that the heroes are in now and society is in, and how much power and control All for One really has to be able to. He's savage enough to break himself out of prison. Like, what the fuck? That is crazy. This man's like, yo, I'm gonna go get myself out real quick. I'll be right back. Like, yo, nah, All for One is insane, dude. This dude's a fucking G. I think that's about it. Because after Tartarus, yeah, it was pretty much just like catching up with the hero side and like everybody in the hospital. Bakugo woke up first, or we first see Bakugo wake up, and he's asking questions, and Sero and Mineta and whoever else was there with him, I think Sato, were explaining to him like basically the casualties and what happened and Midoriya's condition. That's where we see like them trying to hold back Bakugo from like walking over to his room, because that's the very end of the episode where most people have woken up. Aizawa's awake, Bakugo's awake, Todoroki's awake. He can't talk right now, but Todoroki's awake. His sister and brother just came to visit him, as well as his mother, which I completely forgot about because it just showed them two walking in first, the sister and brother, and then you just see another footstep enter the door, which is his mother, but it didn't show her face or anything. But you could kind of see her standing next to the sister and brother outside of the press, like before they came into the hospital. So that's how we already know it's her. But as soon as you hear the footstep and you see like Todoroki's, like Shoto's face, like, oh my god, like that was the quickest I almost cried, because I already, like, it's like he was just reflecting on everything that happened quietly, like in his head, and he's like, it's like if he didn't already have enough to think about, like this man's is got a lot of like shit on his plate. He was already fucking going through the ringer himself with his father and his struggles as he was growing up, and then he finally get past that thanks to Deku, and then that's where he remembered, like, I was at a point just like Dabi where I had nothing but resentment and hate. That's all I had. And if it wasn't for Deku, then he wouldn't have gotten past that and be able to realize that he's his own person, he's his own hero, it's his own quirk. So, he started to realize, like, he could have ended up just like Dabi. And, Dabi's flame is stronger than Endeavor's, and, just the amount of, shock and turmoil that the info he just revealed caused mainly to Endeavor and Shoto is absolutely insane. So once he saw his sister and brother, he probably felt like, like, oh my god, they're here to see me, like, okay. But then he saw his mother walk in, and like you see his face kind of widen, and it was like one of those moments where he, like, I thought he was gonna cry right there on the spot, which made me like fucking like just feel like overwhelming emotion. So I thought I was about to fucking lose it right there. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, that's pretty much what we got through the hospital. Bakugo, Todoroki, we saw Aizawa for a quick second with President Mike, and then just kind of talking about it, right? Dude, Aizawa was fucked up, missing a leg. He cut it off himself. Looks like he's gonna have an eye patch or some sort because his eye's all bandaged up. I think it's I don't know which eye it is, but one of the eyes is bandaged up. I mean, he got fucked up. And then we saw a little bit of Kirishima. Was Kirishima with Shoto, or was he in the other room with the others, like Ashido, Tokiyami, and Jiro? Like, they were talking about a little bit about like the news outlets and like just looking outside at how much media is outside trying to get answers and shit, causing a ruckus. And then that's pretty much all we saw, I think. And then the episode ends off with seeing All Might sitting right next to Midoriya, and he is the only one that hasn't woken up yet. And according to what they've heard so far, it seems that he's not going to wake up anytime soon, which is very concerning. Which obviously is why Bakugo is trying to get there as fast as possible. And he's like, like that's where he said, like, I will kill you if you fucking die on me, which is obviously a very ironic phrase. Obviously it conveys the emotion that he's feeling, like, don't you dare die on me, don't fucking, you're not done yet, like, come on, bro. So yeah, really stunning episode. Always a good time with My Hero, man. Amazing time. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me. Enough yapping. If you guys enjoyed the reaction, please leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe if you're new. There's plenty more on the way. Very excited for the next episode. Stay tuned. Today was Tuesday, so we're getting ready to upload this. Hope you guys enjoy it. And then tomorrow's Blue Lock, so be ready for that. I will see y'all there. Y'all be good. Deuces.